how you go about writing an essay and writing the paragraphs in it. The other reason to show this is to show you how quickly it can be done if you actually bother to do the work, okay? One of your classmates has already proven that. So here, I'll share this document later if you want. This is my guide to you, how to research and write content paragraphs. This is going to be for your current essay, but this will apply to any other essay. The task sheet or your teacher is always going to tell you what your report or essay is meant to be focused on. Your job is to identify all the points you need to cover and find information online about those points. So, if I look at the task sheet here, this is your task sheet. We've run out of time, so you're only doing part A. You're only doing part A, which is the essay. So if I scroll down, this is part A, or part 1. You're choosing one of these barriers, and then here, does it say what to research? Does it say all the points here?
Yep.
So one technique that may be useful for you is, could you copy and paste that into your Word document so that you know what you need to cover? Is that a good technique? That's a rhetorical question. It's a good technique. No. So paste it in. Okay? I know what I need to cover in all of my paragraphs. I'm not going to do all of these for you because you're just going to be tempted to copy that. But this is how you would go about writing these paragraphs. So now zoom into this. Whenever you write about a point you researched online, okay, talking to some of you last week, you didn't seem to understand that when you research something, you need to provide a reference, okay? That is not just the website in a list at the end. That's not good enough at year 10, okay? Whenever you say something from a website, you need to give an in-text reference, which looks like this, the author's last name and the date of publication, and then in your reference list, you need a reference list entry. The easiest way to do this is to use this website here, because all you need to do is, let's say, this website. This is not the website I'm going to use. I copy and paste that. I can plug that into this reference generator, and it does it for you. It's not like the old days where you had to write it out yourself, okay? So I'll show you how that works after. All of your paragraphs need to be written in this format: topic, sentence, evidence, and elaboration. They're very similar to each other, and the last is linking sentence. So I want you to note, what time is it? 11:09? It's 11:09. I'm going to start my research now. Why are roadside barriers important? Go to Chrome. What did I search in Google here?
Importance of road barriers.
Okay, can you see how I worded the question a bit more straight? What is the importance of road barriers? Do you think it would be useful to go to the first 2 ads here? Do you think advertising is useful for a scientific reference or not? No, don't go to the ads. So can you see the first entry? Because I wrote an example essay for you already, so this is one of the references that I used. This is the third one down. It's not an ad. I click on that. And what's awesome now with Google, it literally highlights what it thinks is most relevant to that Google search that you did. But don't just do that. You have to read the whole thing. Because what I'm trying to look at is, why are roadside barriers important? So if I look at this reference here from the start, you might not think about road barriers often, but safety barriers are installed in high traffic country roads and have been found to reduce crashes by 85%. Does that sound good? Temporary barriers such as concrete barriers, steel barriers, water field, etc. significantly decrease the chances of a fatal crash. Do those 2 statements give me something to talk about why road barriers are important? Do they reduce crashes? Do they decrease the chance of a fatal crash? Is that what I'm getting from this reference? If I go down to the purple, they are great for protecting construction workers, pedestrians, and motorists. They can be used either to prevent crashes or redirect traffic. So there's even more there. So now I go back to my Word document. Okay? Topic sentence. Do you agree with this? Roads, I'll make it larger. Roadside barriers are very important. See, I'm addressing the question for the safety of all people using roads. Is that a reasonable sentence to say?
Yeah.
Where did I get the all people using roads? Did the reference say pedestrians? Did it say cyclists? Did it say motorists? That's all the people on the roads. I used my knowledge of language to change it into one thing. Does this serve as a topic sentence? Is that sort of telling you that I'm answering this question here, why a roadside barrier is important? So I'm going to highlight that in yellow. That's my topic sentence. Next, I go into the evidence and elaboration. So if I looked at that reference, what did it say? This is because they direct traffic, keep vehicles separate from pedestrians, reduce the number of accidents. Is that something that the reference said? Did the reference say that it reduced the number of accidents? So I'm just pulling info from there. Reduce the number of accidents and reduce the seriousness of accidents. Did I know that information off the top of my head, or did I have to get that from a website? I got it from a website, okay? So I need to reference this in the text. So this is something new, I think, for some people. The way that you reference it is this. This is my website. I copy the web link up there, Command C on the Apple, it's Control C on a PC. Go to this free Harvard generator that I've linked to you on your day map today. Control V, press the search button. Click on it once it's generated it for you. So this tells you what you put into the text. You put brackets, Woodcock, 2021. All right? So here in the text, I'm going to go Woodcock, 2021. Because those things that I just said, were they from that website? Yes? And then now, while I'm here, can I copy and paste this? This is what goes into the reference list. Where does the reference list go in an essay? Good, so I'm going to scroll down to the end here in the references section. I'm going to paste that. That's done for you, okay? So right now, I've got a topic sentence and I've got some information. The only thing missing is a linking sentence. What's a linking sentence about? It links to the next paragraph. What is the next paragraph about? On your task sheet. See, I copied and pasted the questions there. What is the next paragraph asking you for? The different types. So if I want to link into that, I can go, while all road barriers do similar things, there are a number of different types. Does that link into what I'm saying in the next paragraph? So can I go down to here? I'm going to highlight this. This is my evidence and elaboration. This is my linking sentence. Done. How many minutes did that take?
6.
We started at 11:09. 6. Let's do another paragraph. Different types of road barriers. I'm doing this to show you what you need to do. This is exactly what you are doing. So here, what did I search here in Google? What are the different types of road barriers? There's no point in typing what are the different types of road barriers. It just confuses Google. Just type in types of road barriers. I scroll down. See, I see 4 types. Some of them I see 3. This one says 7. So I want as many different types of barriers as possible. So I go to this website. Hopefully the internet allows it to happen. Can you see it lists the different kinds of barriers there? Do you see all of these different types of barriers on actual roads? Not really. The main ones that we see in Australian roads are these 4 here. So I might mention something about that. So I have a reference saying there are 7 different types of barriers. However, only a few are commonly used on Australian roads. Is that a little topic sentence for you? Am I saying that there's a number of different types of barriers? What evidence do I have here? In English, how do I write a list? What little punctuation do I use to separate? Commas? Commas would be? You use commas to separate them. So the types of barriers are... What punctuation would I use here to start the list? Do you know what the two dots are? Colon. Because I'm starting my list here. Do I have a list of barriers that I could chuck on there? Wire, rope, barriers, comma, A-frame barriers, comma, delineate, tubes, comma, concrete, comma, you know what? It's easier if I just paste it. You're getting some life hacks here. Longitudinal. Get rid of the... what do I need to do to fix this? Because I didn't want numbers. How was I writing that list? Separated with what? Backspace. 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 Comma. Space. Just continue, be consistent about it. Plastic pedestrian barriers. And then I need to do the same thing for the last one, traffic cones. You're not going to stop a truck with traffic cones, are you? But it is a type of barrier because people tend to walk away or walk around traffic cones. Do I have a list? Is that my evidence and elaboration? Those are the different kinds. I need a linking sentence. These have... Before I write a linking sentence, I need to look at what is my next paragraph going to be about. What does it say there? Important features of a road barrier. So lead into that. These many types, because I just talked about 7 types, have some common features in the way they work and what they are made of. Now, one thing that I didn't do here, have I given credit to that website that told me about those 7 types of barrier? Have I done an in-text reference yet? So that's what I'm going to do now. Can you remind me how I did it with a generator? What do I do? I'm on the website. What do I select? Copy the link. Command C. I go to the website here. I'm going to start over. Paste it in here. Search. Click it. Does that tell you what I chuck into the text? Dell's apparel. Bracket. Dell's apparel, comma, 2021. And then what do I copy and paste in for my reference list at the end? This yellow thing here. You can see. Does anyone know what order your reference list should be in? What kind of order should it be in? Well, this is the format of it. It should be in alphabetical, is what I was getting at. So Woodcock's going to be at the end. Dell right now is my most earliest in alphabetical. Okay? So I'm going to... We're almost done. I'm almost done lecturing. This is our little family talk again. I love these little conversations we have. There's my little topic sentence. This is my evidence, elaboration. This is my linking sentence. Do I need this little guide anymore now that I've written that paragraph? Do I need this guide anymore now that I've written that paragraph? How many words was your essay? Does anyone remember? No? 500, but I give you 10%, so 550 is the absolute max. That's 110 words. How long did that take?
10 minutes.
11 minutes. 10 minutes. So I'm going to save that video now because you're going to do a harder essay in semester 2. This is my framework to set you up for use this as a practice. Okay? Get onto it, please.